Dímelo, dímelo. We are back. It's La Jama TV podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Soulfly, and I got my dog, my brother from another mother, Chef Frankie here.
That's right. And even more important than your boy Chef Frankie is Chef Daniel Zeledón of Don Maguey.
Yes, this is Daniel, Chef Daniel from Don Maguey.
Espérate, what'd you call me?
No, that's the name of the restaurant, Don Maguey.
Oh.
So we're saying it wrong.
So it's not Maguey.
It's not Maguey.
Okay.
It's your way to say it, but it's Maguey. But it's cool though. Everybody know, when you try to translate that into Spanish, like you sound like Maguey.
So, yes, I thought it was kind of like a órale
güey.
Like a way thing.
No says güey.
You know what? It don't matter. We've been saying it wrong, but
man.
the food is good, and that's all that matters, right?
Yes. Yeah. Actually, I'm so glad that I'm here today. Last week I saw J Cruz on the video. He brought my food, and I said, hey, that's nice. The guy that he knows everything about taco. He got his own business.
Yep.
Bringing my food, bro. That was hands
dope.
up, man, for real. That was so dope.
That's how it works. Like we tell the the guests, we say, yo, what do you like to eat? You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't have to be your stuff, but if you like to eat something, and we thought it was really dope that he was like, yo, this is the taco spot that he likes.
Yeah, it's like his go-to.
His go-to, yeah.
And in the food business, I've been in it for a really long time, and especially in Miami, there's so much how do I say, negative competition, right? So I think there's a food industry. It should be competitive, but I think one good thing that we wanted to do was say, hey, let's big up the next guy. Let's create this culture of showing love to the next entrepreneur who's in the building, right? Because at the end of the day, we're all providing food in Miami. What we're gonna fight for? Let's get along.
And I think at the end of the day, the people or the restaurant industry that is going to survive here is the legit, the real thing. Because there's a lot of people they try to make things up, and that's not the way it goes.
Están inventando,
güey. Ya la abuela está hecha, güey.
Yeah.
No, it is what it is, man.
And you're Mexican?
Guadalajara, Jalisco.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gangster, so don't mess
and I've been all over Central America too, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Honduras, Mexico. I've been here in Florida since I was 5 years old. I grew up in Malapata. En Alapata, güey.
Hey, you know where we made our big music debut and everything was in Alapata.
No, that's the real thing,
Yeah.
Go to Kelsey Farr, go to Comstock Elementary School, go to Miami High.
Jackson.
So, dude, it's crazy, man. I'm so happy to be here, man.
Awesome, man. We're happy to have you. And not only you, because it's great to have you, but you came bearing gifts, and I think this is about the time that we should start talking about it.
My favorite part of the show, baby.
On the other side, you said, I like the nachos and everything. That's why I brought nachos.
Yeah.
Okay.
You say tortas, I brought the torta. This is a torta
Frankie's
de asada.
Torta lover, for sure.
And my favorite plate over here is el mole, which is a family recipe for a long time. I learned to do it 2 years ago, to be honest, because I was like, something is missing. So I had to go back to Oaxaca and stay with me, Tía Gloria, and learn how to cook it for at least 2-3 months over there. And I had to get it right.
I love that you have a Tía Gloria in Oaxaca.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Tía Gloria.
Shout out to Tía Gloria, for sure. All right.
Mole.
And then, yeah, of course, I was going to say mole is something that, man, this is traditional Mexican food, but in South Florida, we just don't see a lot of it. That's all it is.
I think they're scared to do it, right? There's a lot of ingredients in that, right?
A lot of it. I lost the counting already. Over 36 ingredients already.
Wow.
Yes.
And then here we got some salsas. And then this right here, at first I thought these were like little red beans or something. And it turns out that these are
worms. Those are the worms that grew up on the mezcal on the penca de maguey. That's the gusano that goes inside the tequila or the mezcal.
So hold on. Pinta de maguey?
Penca
de maguey.
Yes.
Well, Cubans and Mexicans are definitely different in their language.
But it's called espadín. There's many thousands of type of pencas, but this one from the maguey from espadín. So that's the worm that you eat. You can put that on a taco, on beans, on cheese, and we also have the ANTS.
Oh, wow.
Chicatanas, hormigas culonas.
I love them already.
Culonas.
Yes.
They're my kind of ants.
Yeah, me too.
I've had in Mexico, in Playa del Carmen, I had chapulines.
Oh, yeah. Grasshoppers?
And they were great. Yeah, they look like, I guess that they don't look like, they are grasshoppers.
Yes.
And we throw them on some chips and guac type of situation. They were good,
I was gonna bring
crunchy.
some, but everybody has grasshopper nowadays. But this,
this is
you
unique
really
right
see
here.
that. That's unique.
I had grasshoppers once in Mexico as well, but these grasshoppers were they were like in a citrus, orchard.
Smell this.
Let me see.
No, they actually.
Wow.
I guess the one that
They were like,
lime in Chile.
Yes.
They're salted with something else.
Yeah.
There's
yeah,
no
yeah.
lime and chili in here.
No,
No.
This
Papi.
smells like cockroaches.
but it tastes so good. I eat that.
I'll tell you how it tastes. I'll give you my.
Wow, this is interesting, bro.
Smell
First
it.
time ever we're gonna eat, some bugs
Smell it.
on the podcast. I know I smelled it all right. I'm not
me
listen,
smell it.
the reason why it smells like that, listen, and he brought something for the smell. Let me
This
tell
smells
you,
good, though.
Let me tell you
Yeah,
what he
that's-
brought. Let
that's
me tell
good.
you what he brought. He brought this right here for the smell.
mezcal.
Mezcal.
Oye, de Oaxaca, güey.
De Oaxaca,
Mexicano que se
güey.
respeta se tiene que tomar su tequila, su mezcal.
entiende? I'm
And I
ready.
love-
So I would like to just do one right now, just to kind of
we
set
got
it
it right
up.
here. I
He
set
said
it up
this
for
is
you.
not
Now-
shots.
now
And
this-
so look, I don't really drink.
but today you got to do an exception.
Recently, I had a little bit to drink in Dominican Republic with my son because he's of age. I don't really drink, so I'm not gonna
All right,
shoot this like a
but-
shot. I'm gonna have a little sip.
No. Let me tell you that the way that you drink mezcal is like giving little kisses. No shot.
Okay.
No shot. Now
Well, then
you.
this guy's gonna take the whole thing.
Now,
But you
I
should see
have-
him give kisses.
Now look over. I have over here salt of gusano. That same gusano. That
I
same
thought that
worm
was something else
is
because he had
salt.
the tequila and then I saw the powder in
No.
the little cup. I thought, sorry, that was something else. I'm sorry.
It's salt.
Well, in
It's
this
salt. It's just
industry,
salt.
in
It's
this
just salt.
industry, you can see
Himalayan
a lot of
salt.
Okay,
crazy
but it's
things.
bug salt.
Bog salt.
Bug salt.
And
do you
you put
mean?
this. This is the
Like crumbled-
the gusano, crumbled
crumbled?
gusano.
Oh, my
with salt.
goodness.
So you put that on the orange. Grab one.
Wow,
Just
look at
grab
that.
one.
He just put he crumbled the gusano all over the oranges
salt.
with salt.
I made that myself at the restaurant.
Wow.
So you try that, but what you got to do is just give a little shot of this, and then
And then get
eat the
this in.
orange.
Let me get
Yes.
some orange.
Here,
right
I'll give you this
fall
one
on
right
the
here.
floor.
I'm ready to do it, bro. Oh yeah, here we go. La Jama
Okay.
Podcast, Don Maguey.
Salucita.
Cheers.
My best
carnalitos,
friend is super
órale.
gay. Oh wow,
Whoa. Holy shit.
that is good.
Wow,
Soft, smoky.
very
Flavorful.
smoky. Very, very smoky. Here, let me put this back
Wow.
in there. And let me get like a regular piece of orange.
Man, that is
Whoa.
an explosion of smoke and salt with the juiciness of the orange. That's
And the
actually
salty
really good.
and the spicy.
Yeah. It's great, and it complements the mezcal very well.
Yes.
It really does.
Yeah,
That's,
so
that's the way you drink that in Oaxaca.
with all my experience in the food industry, I've had like zero mezcal. I had a whole lot of tequila, very little mezcal. That's probably one of my first ones, and it's
And it's called Mi Mamá Me Dijo.
mi mamá me
told
dijo.
me.
Yeah.
What is
Mamá
it?
told me don't get drunk.
Yeah,
I got drunk.
Bueno, before I came here, mi esposa me dijo. So I gotta be very careful. I can't drink too much.
Now, going back to the Maguey name, my son, he's 9. And he said, Daddy, why you call the restaurant Don Maguey? Because Grandpa from Oaxaca, he used to work on the field cutting the penca de maguey. And then he said, I thought it because you have a lot of gay people working in the restaurant. For real.
Hey, this is Miami. Everything is
real.
acceptable here. Everything
Like,
is good.
Hey, everybody's welcome.
We
to
love
work with
everybody.
me. This is the crazy industry you're gonna see. Really crazy. You gotta hustle with the people, with the customers, with everything. So, but it is what it is.
So in essence, the name came from
From my grandpa.
From
your
Abuelo.
grandpa,
From abuelo.
right?
Nothing but
Don
respect
Maguey,
for
yeah.
that.
Did the recipes come from abuelo as well? Like, where'd you learn how to cook? Was it abuelo? Was it abuela?
Mi tia, mi mamá, my dad. The first memory that I have of my dad, I think one of the last ones, is that he used to make the tortilla on hands, and I love to make tortillas because I remember my dad when I do that.
Yeah, me too. 2 or 3 más de esto, and I'm ready for tremenda tortilla.
Yeah, we're gonna make tortillas, fresh ones.
I'm sorry.
The chef is gonna teach us how to make real Mexican, authentic tortillas.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, how about
everybody?
those nachos? Huh? I'm gonna go
Yeah,
ahead
go
and
ahead.
listen.
Yeah.
We're doing a lot of talking right now, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and get some nachos.
Yeah, we should probably stop talking. Bro, I'm going straight for the bugs, bro.
Are you really?
I'm going straight for them.
Let me help you with the
these
worms because
smell-
they come in on a little strip here.
Oh, you're not supposed to eat that. Oh, they come on a string. Holy shit.
Oh my God! What the hell?
Let me see that. You gotta show me. And you gotta
It's
tell
like a
me.
necklace.
It's like a necklace,
like
huh?
a necklace. Yeah. All right. So
Wow. Hey, you got a Mexican restaurant? I promise you ain't got these. You ain't got these. I've been to a lot of Mexican restaurants. You ain't got these.
Grab one.
I'm gonna grab 2 or 3. I'm gonna grab a few of them. You ain't got these. See these little bugs right here? They're worms, and they come from
Oaxaca.
the Oaxaca and the agave plant.
The agave plant.
These are worms from the agave plant. So the only thing, oh my God, they're a little slimy. It's so weird. The only thing they eat is agave.
That's it.
So that's why they don't smell like the other ones.
All right, here we go.
Let's try
It's
'em.
so good.
Oh my God! It just bursted in my mouth. What
It's a
the
little
hell?
bit.
That shit just bursted in my mouth.
Imagine like
You want to try the tequila de mezcal now?
No, hold on. I'm not. This is not repulsive. This is actually very good. It reminds me of like a beef jerky, but you got to keep chewing it, and the flavor kind of changes a little bit, and it tastes like a beef jerky.
I just wasn't ready for the pop. He didn't mention the pop.
No, but
That's
Yeah.
a surprise part.
That's a surprise.
they're smoky. How do they prepare them? Because they're not raw from the tree. What do they smoke them a little bit or something?
No, they actually on a skittle. They put it on a skittle.
Oh, on a skillet.
But everything in Oaxaca, you use a lot of wood chunks and carbon. So all the flavors of the smoke is going into the
You
food.
could taste the smoke in that. All right, now I'm gonna go for the ants. These do not smell appetizing.
No.
Yeah, they smell like what they sound like.
Ants.
It's a little. I'm telling you, it's no offense. It's not like this guy doesn't. He's not the one cooking these things. But these are ant.
But normally
asses.
you eat that on tacos in
Yo, this is
Oaxaca on
crazy,
tlayuda. And remember the Mexican pizza you brought the other way?
Yes,
That's called tlayuda.
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 Yes.
Okay, so it's not Mexican pizza. It's tlayuda. All right, let's try the
¿Te
ants.
ayuda qué?
These are not the whole ant. It's just the butt. They're big butt ants. Las culonas.
Las culonas.
The Miami
mira,
ants.
this wouldn't be la primera vez que me como una culona
O como la
o
cubana.
dos culonas a la misma vez.
All right, 1, 2,
I'm not ready.
3. I'm ready.
Oh man, crunchy.
They're not bad. They don't taste like they smell.
They don't taste like they smell. Yeah, they're definitely crunchy, airy, borderline chewy. I noticed that with these and with the first ones, the little grubs that we had, the taste kind of changes as you chew. So with the grubs, like it bursted in your mouth, it kind of turned into beef jerky, but then you really got the essence of the flavor al final. This right here, these little culonas, which is very different from the culonas that I've eaten before. But these culonas right here, like they're light, they're airy, they're crunchy, they pop. And you think there's no flavor, but then as you keep chewing, the flavor comes out. Correct. These are amazing. They're actually, this is great beer food.
Yeah,
So, if you're gonna eat these things, eat them, chew them a couple times, and swallow them. Because I think what I did was I chewed them too much, and it tasted good in the beginning, like corn nuts, let's say, like roasted corn nuts type of situation. But then the way it smells, that's the way it tastes at the end if you chew it too much. So the ants are not for the faint of heart. But I suggest everybody try it because trying new things is good things.
Normally, what we do in Mexico, we make them in salsas. You know, and if you try this salsa right here, let me see. This one right here. This is
That looks spicy.
no, it's not actually. That's
Yeah, but you're Mexican. When you say that it's not spicy,
right.
me quema el culo después.
yeah.
I've been down this road before.
That's the chile de árbol, and I have the mil tomate con chile morita. This is the one. This is mango habanero, and this is the green salsa verde.
Now, is your green salsa verde spicy?
A little bit.
Yeah, we had a whole viral moment talking about the spiciness, like local or like American-made taquerias. They do the green sauce usually not spicy, and then the red sauce is usually the spicy
The
one.
spicy one.
Eso tiene pique.
But authentic Mexican food,
Always has the spiciness.
Oh,
the
it's
green
not
is
the
always a
spicy.
little spicy.
Oh.
Yeah,
Always.
there is nothing to cool you
Always.
down if you really think about
That's
it.
why all my spices is out of the food. Everything's in the salsa.
Now I'm gonna go for this mole, and then these are tacos,
Those are enchiladas.
enchiladas.
Enchiladas de mole. That's with chicken inside, stuffed with chicken and the mole.
Looks great.
See, this is so good. Smells so good.
I'll tell you what, I just had some of the nachos, and the nachos were phenomenal. I have this thing that I say all the time where, like, yo, if you mess up nachos, right, if you can't do fully loaded nachos, at a Mexican place, and I'm not even gonna try your tacos, right?
No,
Like
you
there's
go to
no
places,
point
they
in it.
put a little bit of beans, a little bit of cheese.
No,
a little bit.
the nachos should
on.
be off the chain. And for me, that's like my
Correct.
go-to like munchies food.
Correct.
Yeah, like on a Sunday that I estoy like con, tremendo hangover or whatever, like a mí me da para
Nachos.
comer loaded nachos. I don't want no burrito, I don't want no taco, I don't want nothing. I just want loaded nachos.
Correct.
And these are amazing, by the way. What's going on with Frankie and the mole?
So many flavors there.
What's up with my homie and the mole?
Yo,
What up?
there's so many flavors in that.
Yes.
It's like a little bit sweet. Like I feel like
Let me see.
you give like a hint of like almost like dates. I'm not saying that that's what's in there, but it'll give you like the familiar taste that's coming to me is like dates. It has a little bit of spice.
it has some kind of nuts also.
You could taste the nuttiness, the smokiness. It's definitely different.
Everything has a bark. Everything is burned out.
So you
on
cook
that
at the
side.
restaurant, you cook with a lot of wood and charcoal?
Yes, I actually have a Jasper oven, which I bought it. I think every restaurant should have a Jasper oven because that way it gives the flavor of the wood and the charcoal.
You could definitely taste it.
Because that's the way you cook in Oaxaca, you know. Yo tengo unas fotos ahí where I'm cooking with my grandmom and my Tía Gloria. We're cooking outside on the patio with the wood and everything.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Wow.
Super, super good and very different. More than anything, like everybody's gonna have their opinion whether they like something or they don't. But I've never been to a taqueria and had a bite that tastes like that. You know what I'm saying? And especially like nobody does mole in Miami, and this is like you could tell it takes a long time.
I
I was gonna say I was gonna add too that the mole, like I almost taste like layers of flavor in it, like layer upon layer upon layer. This is something that wasn't like cooked in 5 minutes. I can tell that just from the complexity of the layers of the flavor, and it kind of like this is opposite of some of the other stuff where like I get a great flavor explosion from the beginning, but it kind of dissipates. You almost think it's gonna. And then it dissipates a little bit, which makes you want the next bite.
Correct. You
Right?
want more and more and more.
You want more to kind of continue that little heat, that little flavor profile that you got going on.
Yeah,
Great job, chef. For real.
Off the chain.
Off
We
the
always
chain,
cook
bro.
with love, and the good about it is that we do that from scratch, from zero. It's not like I went outside and bought a bottle of mole and then mix it up with just chicken stock. No, it's not that way. It's just from scratch for everything from zero.
I mean, you could definitely tell. And then look, I'm gonna give you my take.
Oh,
The next thing
birria.
we're going for is that birria.
Yep.
And some people try to make that birria, and they try to get like some oil and throw some red stuff in it, and they think that's gonna make a birria. Listen, if
well,
your
let me tell you.
birria ain't red and hardcore like this one,
Let me tell you, that's
I
lamb.
don't even want it.
This is lamb.
Lamb birria.
That's the original birria, not the beef.
Lamb
The beef
is
is
your-
okay.
lamb
Beef
is the original birria?
But the original birria from Jalisco, Guadalajara, is the cordero or the chivo or
Whoa.
goat, you know. But that's the real thing.
Can I have a napkin from right there?
Not enough people cook with goat and lamb in Miami, if you ask me. The only ones that do it is like the Mediterranean
The
food,
Turkish, yep.
the Jamaicans,
Jamaican.
and you.
Wow, so these are
Specifically.
lamb birria tacos.
Tacos, yes.
Oh my God.
And then you slow cook, you braise pretty much.
It goes
the
slow
lamb.
cook for many, many hours, and also I use my oven. It's really important to use always. It's because normally in Mexico we do that on the ground, and that's what my Jasper does. I put a little bit of charcoal on one side, and I put the putts inside with the meat and the penca, because that's covered with the penca de maguey. That covered, and that gives it a little bit of soury flavor on it at the end, which is amazing. And that cooks really slow for overnight normally.
But you know, in Mexico, the food that I had in Mexico was very simple, right? Like it's not. There's not an influx of stuff on top of everything, right? So it was the meat, a little bit of cilantro and onion, un limoncito, and the hot sauce, and that's kind of like it. But what people don't realize is not just some meat that you cooked right quick and threw it in a tortilla.
No.
There's so much process
lot of
into that
process.
one simple, right? Like there's, I forget the name. I don't want to mess it up. But there's a guy in Miami that won like a Michelin star for his tacos, and now he has, I think, is it Motec or one of those guys that they do. When you look at the taco, it looks like a thin slice of palomilla in the taco, and that's kind of it. And then you dip it in the sauce. But it's like the technique behind it that gets them recognized. And I think real Mexican food is very simple, but it has un proceso, right? Like a process that's
Correct.
it takes time and it's very detail oriented.
Yes.
Yep.
You know, because it's not, a bunch of sauces on something. No. You're paying attention to this one lamb, right?
That's the main thing. And the sad part about it is a lot of places, if you don't put salsa on your taco, it won't taste good, 100%. Unfortunately.
So now I'm going to try the birria tacos. They're made from lamb.
Yes.
And we're going to dip it in the super off-the-chain red consomme. Go ahead, brother.
I was waiting for my chance to.
And you know
dip.
what? The red consomme comes from the same fat of the meat.
Yes.
You know, and of course some chiles. But a lot of people, what they do is also they put a lot of achote, which doesn't have achote at all. But it's the natural flavor of the dried chiles. You gotta know how to work them out and how to cook everything. You know, you cannot just come out and let's make it up and let's do this. No, everything. Mexican food is already está tan mextizado already. A lot of Chinese, Korean, Árabe in Mexico back in the days,
right?
Históricamente. So this is original traditional food. You know, like you eating in mi casa, que tú vas a Mexico, comes conmigo. That's the food that you will eat at home.
Wow. It shows. It truly shows. Everything here has been phenomenal. These birria tacos are great. I'm so used to the shredded beef, right? Like just having it at a carne, that to try a different meat like lamb, which is a little more subtle, it absorbs a little bit more of the consomme. It's different. I didn't know that that's how it was done originally, but man, this is phenomenal.
No, and so I had lamb yesterday at dinner, and it was very gamey. It was in a big restaurant. I don't feel like shouting them out, but I had lamb chops. I had lamb picanha. I had lamb shank, and all of it was kind of gamey. This you could tell was cooked for a long time because it's not gamey at all.
No, and the lamb has that special particular flavor that at the end, like, people don't like. But if you eat this, that's going to be totally different. I got people like, I hate lamb. But when they try that, but when they try this one, I was like, it doesn't taste like lamb. Because it goes cooked the right way, you know?
It's crazy because lamb is eaten so much all over the world.
Except here.
I travel a lot for the type of work that I do. You know, I'm creating films, I'm documenting stuff, I'm creating content for other people. And I see lamb in so many places. And I've never really understood why it's not a popular meat in the States. It's just not. You know what I mean? But I wish it was.
I don't think we're big on gamey food, you know?
Yeah, but I've had lamb numerous times that wasn't gamey. That it has its own particular flavor.
Agreed.
For sure. Like this definitely has the lamb flavor, but it's very subtle.
Very subtle.
Right, I don't want it to overpower anything that I'm doing, right? So that's perfect for me, right?
Yesterday, that lamb picanha was super gamey, like super gamey. Like if you don't know what to expect, you probably won't even like it. But this doesn't have that, man. Very good, and there's still a little bit of fat in that meat left, which I think is great. You know?
It does.
I'm gonna get one more bite just to confirm,
just to make sure,
just to confirm all the things that I've been saying.
All right, and then on the other side of the table, we have what? Short rib tacos?
These are the short rib tacos, smoked, slow cook.
You can have one too if you want. You're allowed. I'm going to use my my little lemon that I used already.
Short rib taco, yeah.
It's nothing like a little limon on the damn taco. And then we got, this one is habanero.
Can you squeeze some of that lemon juice all over your
With that one, I recommend this one.
Well?
With that salsa, I recommend the green one or the red one.
Whatever you tell me.
Go with the green one.
All right, I got the green one.
Yes.
The green one's a little spicy.
It's okay.
Tiene a little kick, but I know you like that kind of stuff.
I do.
You enjoy it.
But the red was more spicier, though, than that one.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I tried it.
Let's see.
You know what? I was going to add that the mezcal, the smokiness of the mezcal, I'm not a mezcal fan. I've had it a couple times, but the smokiness is kind of like, I'm not a smoked fan, right? I'm just not. But with the food and the flavors that are happening right now, the mezcal pairs very well.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Solito no igual, pero con la comida, just kind of in the whole environment.
You feel like chilling, like let's keep doing it.
It's a different, it's a different vibe, and I like it.
If you give you a good mood.
I think for the mezcal, you got to be into it. You got to be into it because there's something about eating like a smoked barbecue rib, and it's a whole other thing with the mezcal. Like I think it's very prominent, right? So it leads the charge. Before you feel the burn, you feel the smoke.
Yes.
So short rib is actually one of my favorite meats to work with, to eat, to anything. Short rib is like, for me, is almost
I think that's,
like number
that's
one.
my number one taco right now in the restaurant.
That's what they used to call Frankie in high school, was short rib. Because he used to walk like this. That's when you're taking a bite. How you like that?
Bro.
Frankie's a short rib fan, so I'm going to let him kind of give us a description. And then,
Judge, go ahead.
And then the torta master right here is going to go for the torta next.
Yep.
Bro. I love a little bit of fat on the short rib when you eat it. Some people don't like that. I love it.
I mean, that's where the flavor's at, right?
And this sauce is smoky again. Like the one thing that everything has had is like a little bit of smoke, at least a little hint of smoke. And it's so familiar and so, I don't know, it's really damn good. I'm super happy.
I thought he was going to hit us with a couple more words of wisdom, but he was like, it's good. It's really good.
It's just really good.
Let me keep eating.
I'm gonna take a break for a second because I'm saving myself for the torta.
Oh yeah.
I've been saving myself my whole life for a good torta, and I feel like she's coming into my life
you know what
right
the good
now.
thing about it is that we make our own bread
Oh, that's
really?
amazing.
for the tortas, el
That's amazing.
telera and bolillo.
The first time I had a torta was in Baltimore, and I went into a corner store in Baltimore in the hood to get something quick, and I saw that they had a sign that said tamales. And when I went in, I told the lady, "Oh, you guys got tamales?" And she goes, "Yeah." And I said, "Oh, do you have something else?" She goes, "Yeah, in the restaurant in the back." Restaurant in the back. So I walk all around this little corner store, and they had like a little hidden restaurant in the back. It was called Cinco de Mayo. And I ordered like 5 different things. Everybody looked at me like I was crazy because I was by myself. And that was the first time I had a torta. And it was it was pork.
Pork.
And it was good. And I had avocado. Yeah, kind of like the same thing. Lettuce, avocado, tomato. It was so damn good.
You gotta be
Jalapeno.
careful. You gotta be careful going to a restaurant with Frankie, bro. He'll order 17 things off the menu by himself. Quick action.
Yeah.
He's
They
like,
know me.
that's why I don't like to go eat sushi with him because it gets expensive after a while.
Everything is expensive with me.
And who pays though?
Don't matter. He does. But I give it up
All right.
later.
So that's why you go with him then.
All right, so I'm gonna try this torta. My first time having a torta in Miami, because usually when I have a torta, I'm in another state. And sometimes the things that I say have doble sentido, but we'll just avoid that right now.
We're not going to think about the doble part.
No, you know, in Mexico we have a torta. It's called cubana.
Really?
Torta cubana. And what does he has? It has beef, chorizo. It has huevo. It has jamón.
Yeah.
It have chicken. It's big.
It's like a
called cubana.
Venezuelan burger almost.
No, why they call it cubana? Because it's porque tú sabes, es pequeña, pero
Pero tiene culo.
tiene de todo llena. Está bien todo llena.
Está llenita.
Está pequeñita, pero tiene de todo.
Yo,
yeah.
I love it. The torta to me is just, this torta is Mexico's version of a steak sandwich. Es un pan con bistec, just done your way.
Yeah.
Right, with your ingredients, the avocado, yeah, and all that stuff that you guys like. I love it. I think that you can't go wrong anywhere, right? Like, steak sandwich works anywhere.
It looks great. I'm getting
culture.
full. I think I'm going to chill out. You chilled out with these. I think I might have another one of those and let you finish that one because... But the short rib is off the chain. You know, I'm just going to have it like by itself. Wow. So good. And the radish gives you that crunch, you know? Yeah.
Daniel, let's talk about Don Maguey. You told us it was inspired by your grandfather. But how did the idea to actually really open the restaurant and how did that work for you?
I was working back in the days for Cuban restaurants and all about Cuban food. I worked for Havana. I worked for Salao Cuban Cuisine as a line cook and cook. At some point, I became a kitchen manager on these restaurants. I work in Brico in Venezuelan restaurants. Been around all kind of international food, casatua and all that. And when I opened Don Maguey, it was going to be Cuban food, but I was going to give that fine dining touch to the food, like elegant and good. And then one day, my wife was saying like, "Papi, why don't we open a Mexican restaurant? Because all the parties that we have in our family, here in Miami is everything about Mexican food. We cook all kind of Mexican food in our parties. I said, that's what you grew up with. That's what you have in your blood. So let's make good Mexican food that is not here in Miami. That was 5 years ago.
So would you say like the idea of opening a Cuban restaurant was really at the beginning was, hey, let's just open something that we think will work.
Yeah,
Because we're in Miami, it obviously should be a Cuban restaurant.
correct.
And then you kind of had this realization of like,
No, and not only that, I opened in 47 in West Flagler, which there's a lot of Cubans around that zone.
yeah.
And then I was looking around and say, you have a Presidente, you have all these places. Everybody has Cuban food, you know? And I said, you know what? You're right. So one day before I was going to open for Cuban food, I shut down. I called my family, living in Texas, in California, in Oaxaca, get them everybody together. Hey, I'm going to make a Mexican restaurant. So let's go the recipes. I call mi tía, mi abuela, mi mamá, everybody like, give me the recipe. Okay, we got this. Okay, and I'm doing okay. So my cousins came in from California. And they tried the food. Oh yeah, this is what it is. So in 5 days, I built the whole concept of the Mexican food.
Hell yeah.
And I had to take away all the other kitchen equipment that I had because it was totally different things. Mexican food and Cuban. Only you have like tostadas and planchas and that's it, and mise en place with the baño Maria. No, I had to take everything away and make it Mexican style.
Wow.
And that's how we came out. Now, it was in pandemia. That was before pandemia. I lose my job. They start shutting down restaurants. And we start cooking food from home, like healthy food. You know, everybody like stay home, don't go outside. So we start cooking cantinas.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of people around old Miami. I had like 40 or 50 customers that were buying 2-3 lunch every day, Monday to Saturday. So I still building. So this guy has this restaurant, 47 in West Flagler, with mi socio, Alejo Caminate. Thank you so much for trusting us. So he was gonna shut down the place. Like it didn't work, you know, and say, can you come in? Let's try to make a difference. And I say, no. All right, let's do the Cuban food and everything. I built the Cuban food. It's amazing. But then he said, and then I said, you know what? We're gonna change the menu. So let me take over the restaurant. Let's become partner. And I'll take over everything. I'll do everything. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So he trusts me, so that's how we got there. After pandemic shut down, then we start building the whole restaurant inside. We were closed for a year, building, paying rent, no food for sale yet, no customer, and it was crazy. And until we had the opportunity to open again.
So when did you open again? When was that?
That was on September 10th, 2020. September 10th, 2020.
You guys been in
Because the
business
pandemic
for
was in
5
19.
years.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow, crazy.
Pandemic was a crazy time because I know a lot of people that said, the hell with it, let me just go ahead and open, right? And then a person like me, I had a bunch of restaurants going at that time. And I got to get rid of all of them. But like anything else, right? So one door closes, other doors are opening all around. You know what I mean? So I think it's a beautiful
without
thing.
the pandemic, a lot of people had to rebuild themselves.
Yeah.
And that's the way we came into a
We
restaurant.
built La Hama.
So
Out of the same reason you built your restaurant, that's why we built La Hama, right? It was pandemia, everybody was stuck in the house. We said, coño, what's the number one stuff everybody needs is...
Se tocó reinventar, cabrón.
Of course, they needed content. Everybody want to see something.
You speak Spanish sometimes?
Yeah, of course. For sure. Miami, bro. It's Miami. Talk whatever you want. Everybody knows
we
that.
said only English, man. You know? Mentira, güey. Chinga su madre, güey.
No,
No
I'm
mames.
Cuban, Italian. Yeah, you know?
Ándale.
So brother, you open, and obviously there's a buzz. There's some sort of a buzz going on with Don Maguey, right? Like, you've had some pretty big YouTube influencers, YouTubers come by. It seems that the reviews and everybody just tends to just really like your place. Why do you think that people resonate and like your food so much? Well, if you had to put a...
I remember the first person that came to my restaurant, influencer, was George, Mr. E305.
Mr. Eats.
I was cooking, and then I saw this guy, like, by himself, putting the camera on. Like, everybody does that nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, who's that guy? You know what I mean? Like, my wife, like, Mr. 305, Mr. 305. Is that right? So he started eating and tasting. And then I came out, hey, how you doing, man? Nice to meet you, George. I'm Danny, you know? Okay, nice, beautiful. No, I'll post this sometime. I like to get some contents and all that. And it took like a 4 to 5 months to post us. my daughter was, we had really bad times, man. It's not everything like, oh, we're doing great.
Of course.
I remember the first 2 years was so hard. I used to go home. My daughter, she used to be, back in the day, 16. She used to tell me, Daddy, don't give up. Your food is amazing. Daddy, every night, how was it, Bobby? Oh, we're still there, we're still hanging. Don't give up. Everybody gonna get to meet you. Everybody has to try your food, Daddy. So that's what she used to tell me back in the days. And thanks to her, that I'm here nowadays, hustling, working hard, and I miss her a lot. I miss her a lot, believe it or not.
Well, that's awesome. I mean, that's your why, and everybody has a why. Everybody has that reason, that thing that keeps them going. You've been kind of blessed in the sense that you've had guys like Mr. Eats 305, Mr. Eats, sorry, and other people that have gone by your restaurant and have showed you like genuine love, right? Like this is not you paying these people to come over here and do stuff. These are people showing you genuine love. So in my eyes, you're achieving something great, right? Because if you have people wanting to come to your place and eat your food and film themselves there, that's a great thing. You're doing something right.
And I appreciate a lot to George, because he also got in touch with Goga.
Yeah, with
Goga
Goga.
Food. He said, hey, Goga, I got this guy. You must come to this restaurant. You must try it. He brought Guga also. We did a couple videos.
You know what?
Shout out to Guga.
Shout out to Guga.
We get Guga right here.
Shout outs to you, bro. We should have a drink to celebrate all your success.
Here we go.
Okay.
It's gonna get
That's
ugly.
right.
Let me get you a drink.
Yeah.
Because I can see you drive
to
it.
celebrate. Yes.
We should. Leave it up to Soulfly.
There's
What
always a
happened,
reason.
dog? No, hey, listen, this is great stuff that's happening for
Eso
this
es lo
man
bueno
right
que
here. Y
como
vamos a celebrar, güey.
como hispanos, pues cualquier motivo es razón de celebrar,
De
güey.
celebrar, güey.
Órale, güey.
Órale, güey.
Órale. Mine is still full.
Oh yeah, come on,
Get
man.
one sip.
I'm
It's
gonna
fine.
have one sip.
Oye. Here's to more success.
That's right.
Amen.
More tacos.
Yo, and
More tacos.
And more life.
let's have this shot, and I want to say something.
Okay.
God damn, that thing's smoking. Ooh. I feel like I'm in a hot box in
God,
California.
it's
Woo!
I think I made a lot of faces on this episode. Usually I'm kind of monotone. This
The
episode,
good thing about you making faces is that your beard covers most of it. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
can't see too much.
And look, what I wanted to say is like a lot of especially in Miami, especially now more than ever, so many restaurants opening, so many influencers, right? Everybody pays. I never like to pay to play in that area, right? Like I personally, when I had all my restaurants and everything, I never liked
You gotta be real.
pay, not because I don't want to show love, because I want the truth, right? And one thing that I think happened to you, which is kind of like what happened to me, is I said, I don't give a shit what anybody thinks. I'm going to cook the food that I think is right. And I did it, and I struggled, and I busted my head every day thinking, damn, why aren't they coming? Is it the food? Is it this? Is it that? Staying consistent with your food,
Yeah.
especially with this authentic, like this style food, right, that really comes from the heart, you might struggle for a year, you might struggle for 2 years, but they're coming, bro.
Yeah, and then year 5, you're into it. The YouTubers show up. You start, jumping on.
You know what also did a great job? It was the Eat Girl. The Eat Girl, a Venezuelan girl. She said, she at some point she came to my restaurant to eat. I never I don't remember when was that, because she was there eating, and then she left. And then when she made the post, she said, I just came back from Mexico. She said, I came to eat a Michelin star restaurant, and I ate their best plate, which is mole. Yeah. And she said, and to be honest, I like this mole better than that one.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my God.
And that people trust it.
The mole's fire, though. I can see
No, the
why
mole's super
the mole
fire.
was super fire.
I didn't have any in Mexico, so I don't have
Matter of
anybody
fact,
to
I'm
really
going to try some
compare
more
it
of that
to.
mole just in case.
Like in Mexico, I have very simple. I was a little bit scared to eat a lot of different stuff. I had chapulines, but a lot of the, like, let's say, out of the ordinary, to not call it anything else, but like the out of ordinary food that I had in Mexico, I had it like a Cantina La 20, which is like a huge restaurant chain, right? Like it's very fancy. There's one in Brickell where the Icon, or I don't even know what it's called anymore, but Icon, the W or whatever, there's one down there. There was one on Playa del Carmen.
That's yeah, Mexico. You have to go to the local taquerias on the street. You don't want 2 o'clock in the morning.
There's a place called, I think it's called Señor Sirloin.
Señor Sirloin.
It's right on Playa del Carmen. They're open till like 4 or 5 in the morning. And like, no matter what we would eat during the day, like I would go there and have the tacos at the end. And then like one of my last days, I went in and I tell the workers like, "Oh, you're back again." I was like, "Yeah, it's 4 or 5 times in a week." You know, I went every day I was here. And I go, "But look, man, I've been having the same thing. I want to eat what you're eating, bro. What do you eat on your break? Make me whatever you made yourself yesterday on your break." And he goes, "You sure?" I was like, "Yeah, for sure. I eat everything." Okay. Me di una quemada. Like, I burned my mouth so bad because I don't know what the hell he put in that burrito, but I know there was a lot of Oaxaca cheese, a bunch of beef, and then I don't even know what kind of spicy stuff, boy, but
Caliente.
that was hot, bro. Some of the hottest stuff I've had was there. But it was still good. I ate it. It felt like horrible the next day, but it was great. Another thing I had over there was the hard, flat tortillas with like ceviche on top.
Tostada?
Like a
Tostada,
La
yeah.
tostada con ceviche es buenísimo, you know.
There's Las Hermanas de las Tostadas.
Tostadas.
So I think that's the name
And
of
that's
it.
with the seafood or ceviche or mix. Oh my God.
So good.
Riquísimo, güey.
Remember
Really good.
Sacramento?
Yes, with the place of the aguachile.
With the aguachiles.
Oh, we
that
make aguachiles also.
And
We make good hotels.
But they were from somewhere specific.
Jalisco.
They were from Jalisco, and it was like Jalisco seafood tacos.
Aguachile, yeah.
And then they had una torre that was all the different fish stacked up with different aguachiles in.
Yeah, that was amazing. That really was.
Some of the best tacos I ever had.
That's what I love about Mexican food, bro. That like it varies from region to region. It's like that with Italian food.
Yeah.
Right? It's like that with everywhere you go. Even with Japanese food, we've had Japanese food that varies from region to region.
Yeah.
I love that, bro, because you will find a region that speaks to you and that you like.
Yeah,
Like
push.
I had never had aguachile until we had that in Sacramento that day, and it was from Jalisco, right? Like Jalisco aguachile, like I've never had that, and I'll tell you what, like I've never had nothing like it since.
Yeah.
And everybody cooks a different. All Mexico, everybody cooks different way, different type of food, and it's incredible. It's huge. It's huge about.
And
the food.
Mexican food is kind of like some of the only food that has Michelin stars that you could kind of get in a food truck.
Yeah, Michelin star. They
Right,
just started I think it was like three or 4 years ago. I think.
Like Mexico will get a Michelin star in a tent,
Yes.
under a tent on a street corner, which is very unique in my book, right? Like I think you say Michelin star and you go, oh, white glove service,
Fine and
right?
everything.
Benito and whatever, 10-hour, what? No.
I haven't seen that here though. Over here they call it like the most fancy restaurant.
Yo no pienso en
but
eso because when I hear Michelin star, Michelin, yo pienso en una goma, like a tire or something.
I
picture like un
I'm talking about the
mecánico.
people that know.
That's what it is. Michelin for
It's
the
the
goma,
same
for the
thing,
tires.
right?
Yeah, it's the same
The
people.
brothers, they opened the
bueno.
Michelin because they will travel all around and
Pero
they will
coño,
give-
changing tires and cooking a gourmet meal son dos cosas distintas.
I don't
It's
know what
because
they did.
No, you know what they did? It's because they use their tires to, a Michelin. So you travel all around the world with your Michelin.
with the tires.
With the tires, and you go to eat all these restaurants. So that's why they call it Michelin.
Yeah, it's just like La Hama, except for with a whole.
Now we don't have money.
Bucket load more money.
With the camera and a lot of people coming in now. You know, instead of you going to the restaurant, they come over here to you. You know.
All right, let's flip the script a little bit. Chef, it's Saturday night. You've been busting ass all week, working 12 hours. You're leaving a little bit early on Saturday night because the crew's taking care of it. You're leaving at 10 o'clock at night. You're hungry. Where are you going to go eat? What's your like go-to meal? That thing that you're like, that's my thing right there.
I like two places, to be honest.
Let's hear it.
And there's not Mexican restaurant.
No, perfect. Let's hear
Okay.
it. I'd love to hear it.
The first one is because the food is so good and it's Peruvian. That is Ceviche 105.
Ceviche 105.
That's
Oh
a
my
great.
God, in the plaza, the new one,
Yep.
dude, that's what I love. I love that food over there.
What do you get there? What's the two things you order? 2 favorite plates.
I like to order the what do you call this? El hígado. They put it on the stick.
Anticuchos.
skewed Anticucho. Yeah,
Anticuchos.
yeah, yes. I think that's heart though, isn't
No,
it?
anticuchos
that's
is hard.
That's hard.
Okay,
that's,
I'm wrong.
That's hard. Oh my God, I should have called my wife. I'm not good on the names though, you know.
But they're little
That's fine.
skewers
There's
with
little
the
skewers
liver.
with the liver on it.
Yeah.
And they put some like corn and potato It's
Yeah.
so good. I love that.
I never ordered liver.
And you know what I like also from there? The sangria, the white one. The white sangria, they have a good one.
Okay.
Good
It's
one.
amazing. Now the second one, the second one is a Mexican restaurant. But I go there, to be honest, not because of the food, it's because the drinks and the environment, they make you feel good. The people, it's called Coco's.
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 Well, I used to go to a place called Coco's
Me
too.
too, on 119th and
Yeah.
like, right?
If you know, you know, baby.
Yeah, if you know about Coco.
Coco. Yeah,
Hey,
but
They're not around anymore.
Hey, one time for
No,
one,
that's
one
old
girl, I
school,
see you,
though.
girl.
And they don't have tacos. Well,
Coco.
They got tacos, all right.
they didn't have authentic Mexican tacos.
They're not Mexican tacos.
Yeah, but-
They're from the hood.
Yeah, it's for the hood. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that. That's old school though.
Yeah, that's old school. I
Coco.
grew up like, well, when I was really, really young, I grew up on 113th and 17th Avenue, which is a few blocks from Coco's.
Beautiful.
I lived a few blocks from Coco's myself, and I frequented Coco's several times. And it was definitely an amazing place where distinguished gentlemen would gather and have
Business
adult
people.
beverages and just talk business
Yes.
and hang out. It was
Yes.
great.
That's true.
Yeah,
Shout
very
out to Coco's.
professional.
So yeah, that place is in Coconut Grove. It's called Coco's. It's a pretty good place. I love the
Oh, that's right. We're
everything
talking
there.
about
So good.
tacos.
You know what stood out to me is that both places you said first at Coco's, you didn't mention any food at all. You mentioned the drinks, and at 7J105, all you said was the liver and the wine.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
hey, I think we know what you like to do on your days
On your
off.
time off.
No, you know what?
You like to
I'm
have
not
a
familiar
drink
with
and
the
have some good
Peruvian
food.
food. I'm a
Yeah.
chef, but I'm not familiar with Peruvian food. I've never cooked something from Peruvian.
Yeah.
I cook French, Italian, Cuban, but never Peruvian. And a lot of people say that the Peruvian food is almost the same thing like Mexican food. Maybe.
I don't
know.
think so. In
I don't
my
know.
opinion, not really.
Maybe on the variety, there's a lot of extensive kind of meals to
100%.
cook.
100%.
Maybe on that side,
100%.
but the flavors are totally different.
Yes, my wife was in Peru and she had pizza most of the time, but it was too much. Like it was a little bit too out there. They eat a lot of raw fish, right? My wife is not super big on the raw fish, but
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say something probably a little bit controversial. But I think no, I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and just say what my thoughts are. And sometimes my thoughts are pretty unique. And I was gonna say that I think, and I know I'm gonna get some shit for this, but I think that Peruvian food, out of all Latin food, I think Peruvian food is number one.
No,
And
it
I'm not
is.
I might agree.
Peruvian. I'm not
No,
Peruvian.
it is. Right now,
I'll explain
number
why.
one restaurant in the whole world. Peruvian food.
it's Peruvian.
I'll explain why. I'm not Peruvian. I'm Cuban and Puerto Rican, and I love my Cuban food. I love my Boricua food. I love my tacos. I love everything. But pound for pound, Peruvian food offers more variety of dishes that are not bean and rice with protein base.
Yes.
Right? So it offers you way more stuff. You can lean towards the tallarín. You can go towards the lomo saltado. You can go towards ceviche. Oh, you want some papa la huancaína? Like, I don't know. Like, there's many styles. So to me, Peruvian food is like the kung fu. It's like the culinary kung fu
I agree.
of Latin America.
Even though Mexican food, let me tell you, in Mexico, they say that the Mexican food is being named by la UNESCO Patrimonio de la Humanidad.
All right, now tell us what the hell that means.
It means that the Mexican food, okay, la UNESCO is something that it's all over about the culture of Mexico and everything. It's called Patrimonio de la Humanidad. Like for example, la pirámides de Egipto, the seven.
Oh, you're talking about the UNESCO site.
UNESCO site, yeah.
I've been to a
Okay,
few.
okay.
I've been to a few myself.
So the UNESCO mentioned Mexican food is Patrimonio de la Humanidad. Like a history building.
Yeah.
Like Cataratas del Niágara, all these.
Well, Mexico
patrimonios.
has a lot of history.
Mexico has a lot of history, and
a
they
very
name
old
it as the Patrimonio de la Humanidad, the food itself.
I mean, we got to keep it G, right? Like some cultures, like are true cultures in the sense of that they have their own music, their own food, their own language, their own this, their own that, right? Mexico's one of those places.
Yeah,
like
but Mexico has their own calendar. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
the old school.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Mayans and like they have ancient history in Mexico that not everybody necessarily. Cuba don't got that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like Mexico has its own cultura thing going on, its own everything. You know what I mean? And sometimes like I don't know, like when I think about American cuisine, right? Like I don't know, we live in America, bro. Like I love my country and everything, but we don't necessarily have our own identity.
Remember, we're
an
200
identity-
years old.
We're an identity of a bunch of things all mixed together, right? So it's like I love that Mexican food is not that.
Yeah.
Mexican food is, to me, is not a bunch of things mixed together. It might have started like that, whatever, a long time ago. But when you
Nachos
think
are
of,
not Mexican, you know that.
what was that?
Nachos are not Mexican.
Nachos?
Texan?
It's Texas.
They're
That's
Texan.
Tex-Mex?
Yeah.
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 Now, Caesar salad is Mexican.
That's Mexican.
Nah.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
No
yeah.
te creo.
It absolutely is.
Caesar salad is Mexican.
No te creo.
100%.
So Caesar salad is Mexican. Explain,
Yes.
sir. Explain. No me diga que el tipo se llamaba César.
Vaya todo a Google ahí y revisen. O ChatGPT, everybody's trying to use ChatGPT, man. So, el sentido común is gone, bro. So, sentido común se digo ChatGPT 5. So,
Yeah.
Google it.
It's true. You'll see.
Google it.
The whole story's
Caesar
there.
salad. ¿De dónde es, güey? No chinguen.
Guys, I need you guys to comment below and just tell us if that is actually true. Because
it
right
is
now,
true.
before I Google, before I chat GPT, I always thought Caesar salad
It was
was
Italian.
some Italian guy named Caesar.
No.
But it's not. You're telling
No,
me it's
it was
Mexican.
actually an Italian guy named Caesar, but in Mexico. He
Yes.
grew up in Mexico.
Yes.
And he created in Mexico. You know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Okay, that's good
yeah.
to
That's
know.
the truth. That's the truth. You can
it's
Google it.
Mexican, papa.
And I think, like Mexican food is comparable to Peruvian food. And I think one of the reasons is you said American food doesn't really have a huge identity besides maybe barbecue, right? Like burgers, hot dogs, this kind of bullshit food, right? You have like soul food, which is American food, right? In its own right. But America is only 200 years old.
It's a baby.
We don't have 1,000 years of history.
No, but
You know what I'm saying? We don't.
let me tell you now. This is something that is in my heritage, in my blood. I cook this by memory. But something that I love cooking, I'm so passionate of cooking, is barbecue. Oof. I've been studying the barbecue for 20 years. I love the brisket. I love the pulper. I love how to cook the short ribs. I used to go to work back in the days in A La Para, the hometown barbecue.
Hometown barbecue?
Hometown barbecue.
Yeah, I've been there.
And I used to be one of the pit guys. Get there at 3 o'clock in the morning. I never knew the owner. Okay. But when I was there, I make sure that the barbecue was perfect. Okay. And I do great barbecue, let me tell you that. And that's something that is something that I study it, learn it, and perfeccionarlo.
Yeah.
But this is my heritage. I go with Mexican. And I thought about it. Should I do a barbecue? No. Let's go to Mexican. Because there's a lot of
I'm
barbecue
glad you
nowadays.
did it.
I'm glad. I was just gonna say that.
Yeah,
You
I'm
stole
glad
the
you
words out
did
of
it,
my
dog.
mouth. I'm glad you did it, bro, because
This is
it's
authentic.
phenomenal. Yeah.
This is authentic. I can taste the passion in the food.
And you didn't
I can
study
taste
for this. You didn't study for this. It's
No,
something that
this is something that you learn at
Yeah.
Tía Gloria's house
Yeah,
in Oaxaca.
There's no school for
Right,
for
there's
that
no
mole
school
right
for
there.
this. Yeah.
There's no school that's gonna teach you that one. You know.
Right.
No,
And
but
if you have another Tia Ana Maria,
Yeah.
she's making a different mole.
Absolutely.
Right.
I always say this. There's no bad mole. Everybody makes it different only.
Yeah, 100%. Look, I
this is
learned.
mole negro oaxaqueño.
My mother's Italian, and I really wanted to learn how to make tomato sauce from scratch. And I'm like, who the hell better than the person I know that makes it the best, which is my grandmother, my Nana, right? Shout out Nana, right? And I said, okay, Nana, give me the ingredient list. This was years ago. Give me the ingredient list. I'm gonna buy everything, and we're gonna make it together side by side in 2 pots, so that you're right next to me.
Beautiful.
And her red sauce was still better than mine. I'm pretty sure she snuck in
I
the
always say
kitchen
that
and
everything's
threw in
about
some
the hand.
ingredients.
Everything about the hand.
I
your
think she stuck her
hands.
pinky in it or something and
Your
made
hands.
it taste different, bro.
No, but you guys are ultimately you two. I say you guys because you guys are chefs, but you guys are artists ultimately. You understand that sometimes flavors fluctuate and recipes might need to be, tweaked a little bit,
yep.
Yeah.
right? Like you
Absolutely.
understand that.
Put
Like
your
you
own
might
little
make
touch.
something
Yep.
a certain way all the time, but hoy, no sé, something was different. The tomatoes were maybe a little more ripe than normal, so you adjusted slightly.
Yeah, like Nana could have picked the different basil leaves that just had a
Better
little
than yours.
a little kick, and I got the little one from the bottom. You never know. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Everything's so different.
yeah, it's very subjective, and I don't know. I think it comes with your personality. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, especially with the barbecue guys. The barbecue guys, I feel like a lot of barbecue places, I could taste the food and be like, oh, este tipo un loco, right? Or I'll be like, oh, this guy's very refined and detail oriented, and this guy is
Everybody's different.
Everybody's different.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad you picked Mexican food because
Me too, bro.
everything is off the chain. I actually really enjoyed everything. The ants were probably my least favorite, but I'll eat it again.
Well, I was gonna say, like before we go, because we gotta wrap this up. But what was your favorite? If you had to pick one thing from Don, you're gay, what would you pick?
I I would pick probably the short rib tacos and the quesibirria because I don't know, that lamb. And if you could see the intensity of this red in this consomme right here, like
It's a lot of flavor there.
it's a lot of look. You can see it a little bit. I don't want to spill it everywhere, but it's crazy,
It looks
like lava.
It looks like 100 women gathered around this cup at the same time during
Bro,
the month.
Stop it, bro.
Oh my
It's like,
God.
I want to have a fourth episode, but this
That's
guy's
how
just making
red
it
this is.
super hard, bro.
That's how red this is.
Yo.
Oh, hey, look, listen, I'd like to pick what my favorite was. Obviously, I'm a nacho man. I like las culonas. I like all that. But for me, the winner was the mole. I'm not normally a mole fan, but to me, the winner was the mole because I've had mole before, so I can compare it to other moles that I had. But this mole was unique, brother. It was unique. It had layers. It had complexity. And I really enjoyed it. So I want to thank you for bringing that and bringing some food for us, bro, and just rocking out with us.
I'm going to start with
You
this.
know what we should do right now before we leave? We should do another shot.
Toast.
Real quick. Just a toast, just a celebration toast before we go.
And again.
Right? So let's just do it one last time. Right, Frank?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess.
Frankie, come on, man.
I'm trying to hold it together.
Just
Yo,
let you know,
I'm
guys.
letting you know.
I'm going to get the mole in for sale soon.
To sell it on its
for
own?
everybody on its own. I'm doing a lot of catering.
I want to
do
buy
catering,
6 gallons of that mole from you and put them in a bathtub and do a mole bath.
And guys, I want to say something though. Just because he's gonna sell you the mole, I'm pretty sure 80% of you are still gonna mess up the recipe for the rest of the stuff. Okay, so
yeah,
don't think
that's
that you
cool.
know how to cook Mexican food because you got some mole from Chef Daniel.
Oh, yeah, cheers,
Cheers.
guys.
Chavos.
Ya tú
Hola,
sabes.
güey.
Before I
Ándale.
forget.
Gracias.
La Jama, baby.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this
La
up.
Jama.
I want to thank you guys for watching. It's your boy So Fly,
It's your boy Chef Frankie.
and we got Chef Daniel
Danny.
in the house from Don Maguey, baby.
That's
Ya
right.
tú sabes, and you're watching
Don Maguey.
La Jama.